Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into Digital Ally's latest 10K filing, their annual report. It's like peeking under the hood of a car, but instead of greasy engines, we're looking at spreadsheets. And trust me, with this company, there are definitely some moving parts. Some might even say a few parts are missing. Get ready for a roller coaster. This report shows a company struggling to turn things around with losses, debt, and big changes in their plans. We'll break down the numbers and see if there's any hope for a comeback or if Digital Ally is heading for a dead end. Before we jump in, if you enjoy decoding complex corporate reports, make sure you're subscribed for more. And for an even deeper discussion, join our Discord community linked in the description. Digital Ally is based in Overland Park, Kansas. For over 20 years, they've been making video and audio recording equipment, mostly for law enforcement, but they've been trying to expand into other areas like healthcare and entertainment in the last few years. It looks like they operate in three segments: video solutions, revenue cycle management, and entertainment. Digital Ally filed its annual report on Form 10K. Now, let's take a look at the financials. For the year 2024, Digital Ally's total net revenues were about $19.7 million. That's down from about $27 million in 2023. A decrease, meaning they made almost 30% less than the prior year. Digging deeper, the video solutions segment brought in about $5.8 million, revenue cycle management had about $6.1 million, and entertainment chimed in with about $7, are significantly reduced year over year, as it used to generate a hefty $14 million in 2023. The company is having trouble keeping its top line with its entertainment and video segments. Let's see if the expenses are being managed. Their total gross profit, or the money left after subtracting the direct costs of making their products and services, was down slightly at about $5.555 million compared to $5.8 million the previous year. When we look at total operating loss, which includes all the other expenses of running the business, it's very bad. The operating loss was about $15.2 million. It shows that the core business of the company is not sustainable if it continues to spend more than it makes. As of June last year, the aggregate market value of the voting and non-voting stock held by non-affiliates was around $7.7 million. Cybersecurity is also something they are focusing on, but the company says it has not encountered any material cybersecurity challenges, a very good sign. They sold their commercial office building in Lenexa, Kansas for $5.9 million and leased it back for 6 months as part of the deal. The company is looking for suitable facilities for its long-term needs. They are involved in ongoing legal proceedings, including a lawsuit against Colt McCauley Inc., where they won a judgment of about $4 million, but it is uncertain how much of that they will be able to collect. They also filed a complaint against Larry Roberts in California, with a jury trial scheduled way out in 2026. As for risk factors, there are no changes to this item since last report. None of Digital Ally's directors or officers adopted or terminated a Rule 10b-5-1 trading arrangement. This shows that people in power didn't act upon insider information. It appears there are no changes in quantitative and qualitative disclosures about market risk. Stanton E. Ross is still president and CEO of the company. However, the board has been expanded and now consists of 4 members. There are significant amounts of shares available under equity compensation plans. Moving on to compensation, Stanton E. Ross, the CEO, only took home a salary of around $113,000 for 2024 and a total compensation of $161,661 and of $31,340. That is almost half of what he made last year. Sam 348, 5024, and a total 5, and it does not come as a surprise considering the shape the company is in. Mukthi and COO Peng Han made $150K. Finally, our 10K says that the company has a written insider trading policy that applies to their directors and executive officers. To sum it up, Digital Ally had just $454,000 for 2024 with a big working capital deficit of over $19 million. The good news is they are collecting their outstanding accounts receivable and trying to reduce inventory levels. The bad news is the company also said they may not have enough cash to sustain its current operations without raising additional capital. So what's the big picture here? It's difficult to have confidence in this stock. This report paints a picture of a company struggling with declining revenues in its core business. trying to make acquisitions to compensate while struggling to manage its expenses and legal issues. The notable risks here are their going concern status or the ability to continue operations and reliance on raising capital. Even after the February 2025 offering, their heavy debt load and ongoing losses put the company in a very delicate financial position. On the upside, Digital Ally management is committed to turning things around and that it will not have to shut shop, and the business does have a track record. It's possible though risky. That's our breakdown of Digital Ally's latest filing. What do you think about Digital Ally? What could it be doing different? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Maybe someone there has an answer for what Digital Ally should do next. Thanks for watching. See you next time.